We brought about 100 shirts with
100
us.
shirts?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Plus what's in the
Only
museum
for us,
as
yeah.
well.
We'll deal with players to buy their collections. We will then contact them when they retire. And Ravanelli's shirt from the 1996 final, Juventus. You know, we recently got Maradona's last Barcelona shirt, so that maybe is the best. Я не понимаю.
Повторите по-английски.
Всем привет и вновь добро пожаловать на канал Бро Спорт. Мы слишком много говорим о майках, и это не зря, потому что все мы любим майки, мы их коллекционируем, каждый год с нетерпением ждем выхода новых форм. В прошлом выпуске я менялся с международными болельщиками майками их сборных на майку сборной России. Но сегодня мы вернемся к формату интервью, и в нашей рубрике INTERBRO сегодня ребята, которые приехали с Англии, те самые, которые привезли в Москву выставку Classic Shirts, хозяева легендарного сайта classicfootballshirts.com.uk, на котором представлено больше 30 тысяч различной атрибутики со всего мира, абсолютно всех разных клубов. И поэтому мы с ними поговорили, что их привело на чемпионат мира, какие у них самые любимые футболки и какие редкие майки есть в их коллекции. Поэтому я передаю слово Дагу и Мэтту.
Я никогда не устану повторять.
All right, guys. So there was two Russian fans. So welcome to Russia, finally.
Thank
So
you.
please introduce yourself to the people who watching us right now. So tell what you're doing and why you're doing that.
I'm Doug and this is Matt. We're from Classic Football Shirts in Manchester, the biggest website in the world which sells football shirts. You know, any football shirt you can think of, we've got it. And we've brought some of them to Moscow with us, some of the best
Yeah,
ones.
so we're basically going, we've just arrived yesterday and now we're here to the final, so we're going to like 11 games, trying to see the atmosphere, like the fans and like the real Russia really, see like how it works, all the people, the culture, and so far it's been amazing.
Okay, but the first game was awful.
Yeah,
How do you feel about it?
It can only get better, right? So it's good, it's good. Like for us, like we were excited to be here, it's good to see everyone, and like yeah, it was a nice atmosphere inside. So.
Yeah.
So, okay, why do you deal with classic shirts? Not why not the brand new stuff?
Because it's about memories, you know, people look back, you know, the World Cup is something that is very nostalgic. You think of your first World Cup, you know, what was your first World Cup, the players who played there, Roberto Baggio, Maradona, you know, you look back, and that's what Classic Football Shirts allows you to own the shirt from your childhood, you know, from those historic moments.
It gives you memories of like, you know, you would have watched World Cup 94 or World Cup 98, everyone's got that one moment or one game that they'd like thrown a shirt from that really, you know, means something to them. So that's kind of why we do it. It's a lot more interesting, like, you know, like you basically, if you see every single shirt, you're probably reminded of a particular game or a moment. So yeah, that's why we do it.
So why did you guys decide to bring your museum to Russia? Like a small part of your museum, but how did you get this idea about it?
We wanted to, you know, to bring it to Russia basically, so that the general public could have a look and understand what, you know, classic shirts, because I don't think there's such a great culture in Russia for classic football shirts. So we wanted to start to grow that, and you know, for the World Cup, it's a rare opportunity for the whole world to come to Russia. It's not necessarily the normal time an easy place to come to, so it's great that the people from all around the world can come to Russia, come to Moscow and come to a museum and see all the shirts from all around the world. All the 32 teams are represented, so there's something for everybody.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice for us. We normally work from like a big warehouse, so we don't really see the shirts displayed. So it's nice for us to kind of put the shirts on, like, even for us it's nice to see it, because we're used to all the shirts being very tight on a rail, so for us to get them out and look at them, you know, you can really like enjoy it, and you remember a lot of stuff when you see a particular shirt.
Aspect of atmosphere and the jersey, what do you guys expect from the World Cup?
A lot of great memories, I think, is the best thing to say.
Goals, memories, friends, you know, that's what the World Cup's about, isn't it, really?
Yeah, so far, like, everyone has been so welcoming. Like, back home, people were saying, oh, it's not going to be so good, like, there's going to be trouble. I think this World Cup's had the least trouble of any World Cup. You always hear stories, and like, for us, we went to Euro 2012 and we heard the same thing in Ukraine, and we went there and we thought, right, maybe we'll see. And then we come to Russia and it's been like, people are so welcoming, everyone's very friendly.
The atmosphere is
yeah,
amazing.
it's amazing.
Moscow is
yeah,
amazing. It's an incredible city. Yeah, I can't wait to experience the rest of the World
Yeah,
Cup.
we're going to Sochi, we're going to Rostov, we're going to Nizhny Novgorod, and we're going to St. Petersburg, and we're going to Moscow and Sochi twice. So it's like.
Have you been to Nikolskaya Street?
Yes,
Yeah.
I've been there a few times.
How do you feel this wine?
It's amazing, you know, you got like Colombians, Brazilians, Mexicans making the dance and the music and the lights. It's just an incredible atmosphere down there. I'm going to go down there
What
every
nation
night.
is the craziest nation you've seen on Nikolskaya Street?
I think Peru. I mean, just because
But
for
they
such a
lost,
small,
they
for such
already
a small
out.
country, just the amount of Peruvian fans and flags that I've seen is just ridiculous, really. Colombia as well, they're great. You know, I love the yellow shirts and the noise and the atmosphere.
Even for us as well. Obviously, England were beating like Panama, and then they scored, and everyone watching back home was like, they're going absolutely crazy for scoring a goal when it's 6-1, and that's what the World Cup's about, isn't it? It's like about people just enjoying themselves, not worrying too much about like results or everything like that. People just having a good time no matter what. So yeah, it's been really good.
The jersey question: what jersey you gonna wear on the final?
Well, we've got one ticket, so it's going to be a bit of a controversial one. But we've bought a shirt from every team. So like it depends. I'd say, I don't know, maybe France, even though they weren't very good today, but they've got a good squad. So we'll see. Maybe I'll be wearing this kit again in the final.
Maybe
We'll
England.
see.
Maybe England.
I've seen your big luggage of the jersey.
Yeah.
How many luggage you have, like this one?
We've brought about 100 shirts with
100
us.
shirts?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Plus what's in the
Only
museum
for us,
as
yeah.
well.
Only for us
Only for you
traveling.
too?
Only for
Yeah.
traveling.
Let's back to classic shirts. What's the most expensive item on your website?
The most expensive shirt that you could have bought in the shop at the time is a Holland 88 shirt. You know, Ruud Gullit, Marco van Basten, Holland winning the Euros, the first major international tournament in their history. It's an amazing design, a geometrical pattern. That shirt, you know, if you think every shirt starts life at around £40, that shirt sells for
About
£500
now,
now. So it's incredible.
But there are other shirts that we get that are worn in matches. So this shirt was worn a Euro 92. So this is like a T-shirt from that. So we'll deal with players to buy their collections. Say like after a game today they would swap shirts. We will then contact them when they retire and try and buy their collections. So if you have shirts from that, you can talk thousands of pounds. It just depends on the particular shirt that it is. But yeah, some of them are like incredibly rare and special. So there are people out there that will collect just only the best shirts worn in particular matches. So yeah, like it.
Well, I mean, we're those people as well.
Yeah.
Put in the museum of 2026.
What's the most expensive, like a Russian or USSR jersey you have?
USSR, I mean, the one in the museum worn by Oleg Blokhin from 1984 would sell for maybe £1,500, something like that. So very, very rare. If you think the Soviet Union, you couldn't buy those shirts as replicas in the 80s, you had to basically play for the Soviet Union in order to get one of those shirts. So they're very, very rare, very collectible.
Everyone is expected from you to say something about Russian clubs. What, do you know anything about Spartak, CSKA, Dynamo?
Well, we actually deal with them quite a lot, so we'll buy their old stock. Like when the season finishes, obviously their club shop's got a lot left over, so we'll try to buy their stock. And like it's amazing. Like say we'll get 1,000 Spartak Moscow shirts. We won't really sell any to Russia, but we'll sell them to like China, to Hong Kong, to Argentina, to Brazil. So like there'll be people walking around in like America or Mexico in like a Spartak Moscow shirt. That's kind of what we do. Like if we deal with a club, it won't really be that country that'll buy from it. So yeah, it's kind of nice to do that, to spread, you know, like clubs and shirts around the world. That's kind of why we do it.
What was the craziest order you ever had? Like a
The craziest.
like
craziest
a
order.
100 jersey, or I don't know.
We have customers in any country you can think of, even like Guam, which is a tiny island in the
there's like a
Pacific.
family in Guam,
There's a
yeah.
family in Guam who buy football shirts. You know, we have from Accrington Stanley to Argentina, you know,
I mean,
anything you can
occasionally
think
as well. We've got a big customer in China that will buy like 200 shirts at a time potentially. Like, and we've had a few celebrities. Obviously, can't say who they are, but they'll buy like a big quantity, and just like you'll see them like singing or like releasing albums, and they're wearing the shirt. But it's amazing. Yeah.
of. We need more customers in Russia, though.
Okay, cool. So Archie told me that you guys are dealing with Juan Mata, and he has some foundation, and he's giving you guys his jersey. So, what about your personal collection? What is your like the best jersey in your collection, guys?
I mean, our personal collection is we've started something called Fabric of Football, which is you know, the collection of the greatest shirts of all time, basically. I mean, it's impossible to pick one shirt to be your favourite. You know, there's so many. I mean, for me personally, a shirt that's very important is the Germany shirt from the 1990 World Cup. That with the flag across the front. That was Italia '90 was my first World Cup, and really classic football shirts. I got, you know, me and Matt met because we wanted to be able to buy a shirt like that. So that shirt for me personally. I don't know what's your favourite.
Well, I think in terms of the we own, it's probably we've got Ravanelli's shirt from the 1996 final, Juventus. So
Champions League.
That's probably the most special shirt that we particularly own, and it'd be very unlikely they would sell it.
Because he wore it in the match, he scored and he pulled it over his head.
So it's really special. The only way that maybe it's beaten is like if you get a Oh, actually, no, we recently got Maradona's last Barcelona shirt, so that maybe is the best one. Last ever,
last
that's
ever
amazing.
shirt. He got sent off wearing it.
Which team was it against?
Against Espanyol.
Espanyol.
He got sent off and he swapped shirts at the end of the match, and it turned out to be his last ever Barcelona shirt.
Yeah, so I mean, he probably would have kept his last shirt if he would have known it was his last match, because he got sent off. He obviously didn't know, and then swapped shirts, and then we managed to buy the shirt off the player that he swapped with recently. So,
do you expect to get any jersey from the World Cup or this year?
In time, always. We've got shirts from other World Cups, like. We got a shirt from Spain from the World Cup final 2010.
Yeah, it's in the museum.
Yeah, it's in the museum. If you go to the museum, you can see shirts worn at World Cups there. So we will. Normally, it takes like 5 to 10 years for the player to retire, and then obviously they'll be more open to sell the shirts. But it can happen. Like, I think in time we'll definitely get something.
All right, guys. So the last question will be: what words you already know in Russian?
Спасибо большое.
Yeah, right.
Привет.
Привет.
Я не понимаю.
Повторите по-английски.
Did you already get to any like a funny situation with Russian people?
As soon
We've
as we
only
got
been
on
here
the
a day.
taxi yesterday, there's a guy talking to us, and he was like, "Where are you from? Where are you from?" We say we're from Manchester, and he was like, but he was wearing a Soviet Union shirt, so he was really confused. Somebody from England wearing a Soviet Union shirt. What's this all about? But you know, that's us classic football shirts. We'll always walk around in old shirts, so it causes conversation.
All right, thank you guys. So good luck with your exposition.
Thank you.
We hope that you come next year with a tour of the world famous jersey from Moscow to Vladivostok. So have fun here in Russia. Если вы хотите посмотреть на самые лучшие футболки, которые приехали в этом году в Москву, то посетите выставку. Вся информация будет в описании, все контакты, как вы можете туда попасть, все лучшие футболки и, конечно же, настоящая футболка сборной Испании с финала 2010 года находится в этом музее. Приезжайте, смотрите и будьте счастливы. Увидимся с вами снова. С вами был Бро Спорт. До новых встреч!